Yeah, so you do music for Thursday How, right? Well, you the DJ.
I'm a DJ, yes, sir.
There you go.
Wow, wow, that's dope, man. That's dope. So everybody from out Miami, you know what I mean?
We out here. Yeah, we out here,
Yeah.
Miami family. You know,
Wow,
got you. You got the plug. You got the plug online with you right now.
that's what I'm talking about, man.
I had to come
Yeah,
through and pick up a. I had to come through pick up a piece. You know what I'm saying? When
yeah,
you
yeah. Or
Miami,
the low. Okay.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you out Miami, you need something. You need something for the low. You need some low for the low.
Yeah,
Well, Money Mowgli.
Come on.
Let me introduce you real quick to Money Mowgli.
that's dope. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's
Hopefully you can see. Maybe you can put the light on, accessing the whip. Yeah, you should meet Money Mowgli because I'll tell you right now. There you go.
It's the low man.
So look, check this out.
it's a little dark.
That
It's dark.
this one of the biggest right here on the underground hip hop scene in Miami. This is Money Mowgli.
Oh.
Money Mowgli, peace, man. I need some light. I need a little. It's dark where you at. I need a
Hold on,
little
hold on,
light.
hold on. I got you. Hold on.
Peace. How you feeling, man? How you doing?
That's Money Mowgli, Miami's own.
Here we go. Okay.
And with the interrogation light.
Oh, it wasn't me.
See you?
People,
Yeah.
yo,
There we
Lawyer.
go. There we go.
Show 'em
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I see.
Lawyer.
That's what I'm
All
talking
right,
about.
yo, it says
Yeah.
check the bag. Make sure you go with it. You feel me? Look at it, and all right.
all right.
All right, yo,
Exclusive low parcel.
about to do an interview right now.
My nigga.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right,
All right.
all right, brothers.
Yeah, peace,
Peace.
peace, brother.
Who
Y'all
else?
be cool, man. Yeah.
You said peace.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the crew. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Excess is I'm LoLife Miami family. Excess is the president, and he's Thurston's DJ.
Yeah. We had a nice interview. Do you have the also the family out New York too? Did y'all expand?
Oh, LoLife is worldwide.
Yeah, worldwide. Wow, low life.
Yeah, remember, Thurston is an OG founder, so he's from Brooklyn. He's from Brownsville.
You know who else be wearing low life? I don't know if they connected, but Ziggy, the group Ziggy.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Prance Low.
Prance Low. Yeah, Prance.
Yeah, he's official double L. Prance Low.
Okay.
It's one of Special Ed's dancers for years. You know that, right?
He told me. He did tell me. He told me that.
Yeah,
I interviewed the whole crew, the whole Ziggy. Yeah. I got everybody, man.
Let me get my water, then I'm gonna go right back upstairs.
Greetings, viewers. This is Aid Vision Entertainment once again, and we have another special show. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and make some noise for the one and only hip-hop artist, legend, LaBronx James. Peace, brother. How you doing, man?
Yo, what's good, family?
I'm good, man. I thank you for coming on to the show, man. We got a lot to talk about, brother.
Thank you for having me on. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Your name, we got to talk about the name, man. Your name is a clever play on a sports icon in the famous New York City borough, right? How did the name LaBronx James come about, and how does it represent your identity?
All right, so funny thing is, I just one day just said, it just hit me out of nowhere, LaBronx James.
Wow.
I'm in Miami. LeBron James came to Miami. This is when he first came to Miami to play for the Heat.
Yeah, for the Heat.
And so that's what happened. You know, we watching basketball all the time. And it just hit me. LaBronx James, first name is James.
Yeah.
And I'm from the Bronx. So
right.
That's just how it happened.
Just like that.
just like that. Just from one day to the next. Just thought of it just like that. And that was it. It stuck.
Did you have any doubts that it wasn't going to work?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. And actually, crazy thing is, most people, when they interview with me, they start like that. And first of all, let's talk about your name.
Yeah.
So I guess the name has it's got a ring to it.
Yeah.
It puts a smile on most people's face.
It stands out. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's catchy. So growing up, I couldn't think of any nickname to call myself. And later on in life, you know what I'm saying? I figured it out.
Wow, it's on LeBron. So it's stuck. LeBronx James. That's
Grinding, yo.
that's
I
big.
stay on the grind.
I see you have the Snow Beach merch all in the back. So do you have hats and sneakers and what else do you have, man? I see the sweatshirts or the shirts in the back. You know what I mean?
I have thousands and thousands and thousands of
Wow,
pieces.
wow, wow,
You
wow,
know what I'm saying? I got multiple storage units, unknown locations, like filled to the T, bro.
wow.
Yeah, I
So
really live this. You know what I'm saying? I love this low life, this journey that I'm on. I really love it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And you
real
say you
talk.
have let's talk about the expand, the groups from different cities, man. Let's talk about them, man. How many is it if you can right off top? How many do y'all have in the whole crew? How many you think it is? The low lives.
At this point, it has to be thousands.
Thousands. Wow.
Yeah, because we got people all over the world, man, and they going hard. You know what I'm saying? We got shout out to the Low Life chapter in Mexico.
Wow.
Shout out to the Low Life chapter in Japan. Like they go really hard. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So we got low lifes all over the U.S. and then we got low lifes, outside of the U.S.
Yeah.
Shout out to Big Dab Low in Italy, because
Wow.
Thurston Howell, he just recently went out. He did some shows in Italy.
Yeah.
OG Big Dab Low, he brought him to Italy,
Okay.
and they made it official, Italo.
Italo.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. So I'm in Miami, so I'm low life Miami family.
Yeah.
Thurston brought me into Miami, and then we have the Orlando. Shout out to the Orlando chapter, which Miami and Orlando united as this is Flow Life.
Wow.
So we won. You know what I'm saying? We won. But we all together worldwide though. Shout out to all the low lives in New York City. Shout out
Wow.
Philly. Shout out to everybody, man.
They
You know what I'm
all
saying?
over. They all over the world.
Atlanta, everywhere, man. Everywhere. Everywhere. All over the states, all over the world. Or
Now, for those that don't know about low life, can you explain to them? Because a lot of people think it's polo, and it is. Most of it is, like polo, the low gear. But can you explain exactly what is low life?
well, look, first of all, I'm gonna be real with you, right? Because I'm not an OG low life. I'm not a founder. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
if you ask this question, to you might get different answers, but for me, I've been on board now, let's say like I think about 12 solid years now, 12, 13 maybe.
yeah.
And so really for me, like we have a great brotherhood, man. You know what I'm saying? Like so, this is not now just about clothing. You can say the clothing is the uniform, but what's really more important than the clothing is the brotherhood that we have.
Okay,
You know what
okay.
I'm saying? So we hold each other down. We build together in a positive manner. We have gotten more involved with the community as far as like back to school drives and you know uh helping out, the less fortunate, let's say, and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Let's see. Go ahead. You can finish.
Yeah, like Thanksgiving drive, toy drive for Christmas. So we're getting more and more involved in the community. Shout out to my guys that really have a lot to do with arranging that. That would be
Yeah,
like Big Earl, president of the Orlando family, DJ Excess, president of Low Life family, Kiko, Tally. I mean, we got a lot of brothers that they get assigned to do certain things, and it's a team effort. You know what I'm saying?
that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Because now when we talk about Snow Beach, right?
Right.
Is that from Miami, like a block, or is it from New York? Because I know when you say Snow Beach, where did you get the name from? How you combine that name like that? Snow Beach.
So that's pretty much Ralph Lauren's most iconic polo piece is the Snow Beach.
Okay.
And what gave it its weight and all that is when Raekwon from Wu Tang rocked that Can It All Be So Simple when he rocked it in that video. Shout out to Raekwon. And it just stuck, what was that, like 93, 92, 93 when that video
That,
dropped, something like
yeah, that
that.
was 90. That was 93.
There you go.
92.
So
One of them 93. Yeah, got it.
you know what I'm saying? So I mean Ray rocked that in that video and now how many years later, 30 whatever years later, like that turns out to be the most sought after piece
It is.
in Ralph Lauren's collection, you know what I'm saying?
It is. But
You know,
when you talk,
Ray told his story recently at Bum B, and Ray sat down and they were talking
yeah,
and
about that.
Ray broke down the story how he saw it in the store. He was looking for something colorful.
Yeah.
He didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't know what type of impact that was gonna have
Yeah.
on the game. You know what I'm saying?
It was big. It was big.
It was
And
major.
since we're talking about Ralph Lauren, is it any, you know, did you meet him? Did y'all do any deals together? Like, do he know that you guys are definitely representing him hard like that?
Well, no, he obviously knows. I've never met Ralph Lauren
Okay,
personally.
well, Ralph Lauren, yeah.
Thurston has. I mean, man, Ralph Lauren put Thurston Howell on the most hugest billboards all over the world, like
Wow.
literally all over the world. You know what I'm saying? So those will be questions for Thurston now. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, but I could tell you Thurston, yeah, has modeled the Snow Beach, the Blue Five Horsemen Equestrian Rugby,
Yeah,
the crest. He's rocking it with his son.
yeah,
Shout out to Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And billboards that are all over the world. The billboards are enormous.
yeah.
You know what
Wow.
I'm saying? So as far as me, no, I ain't never had I haven't been as fortunate to, have a deal directly from Ralph Lauren or, the Polo Corporation like that. Nothing like that, not me.
Okay,
But
now,
other than Thurston too, there's other low lives and people, yeah, that have. So
okay,
maybe hopefully I get my shot one day, maybe not, but shout out to
yeah.
Thurston. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Thurston Howell, straight up. Well, that's dope, man. You got an interesting story. I know you got a book coming out next, or you'll probably already have one. Drop, you know?
Well, as far as me myself,
Yeah, a novel book.
nah, not. I've given this some thought
Yeah,
and to see, what it would be about. I have an idea because I have some really cool stories,
yeah,
that have to do with like my music.
yeah.
I'm an artist. I'm a reseller and also an artist.
Hmm.
So these two things are working for me, man.
Yeah,
It's really working for me out here in the universe. You know what I'm saying? And I've had so many big, amazing things, good things happen.
yeah.
I'm gonna call it on my journey. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
On
Right.
this path that I'm on, I've met some. Now, ever since I picked up my first polo piece to start as a reseller,
Mhm.
I'm telling you right now, just so many good things have happened. You know what
That's
I'm saying? I met a lot of good people along the way. I've made a lot of good friends, really good people, and I love it. I
through
found
your
something that I love to do.
through your journey, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
man.
Before I get into like the major questions, right? When you when you go back to New York, the Bronx,
Right?
can you tell me like what made okay, what was the exact moment that made you say I'm gonna up and leave the Bronx and go to Miami, or were you just doing this back and forth? Like, what made you
Okay,
just say,
so first of all, that wasn't my choice.
okay, okay,
I was very young, like 14, 15 years old.
okay, you okay at the time? Yeah,
Yeah, so I started freshman year of high school, Columbus High School. I graduated class of '89.
Okay.
in the Bronx from my middle school, Castle Hill, 127. Yo, shout out to all my peoples from
Yeah.
127. That was a really
127.
real era. And then from there, I started Columbus High School in the Bronx. That's in Pelham Parkway.
Yeah.
And I can't really remember. Maybe like 4 or 5 months left of the school year.
Yeah.
That year, I moved to Miami. So it wasn't. I was mad young, so it wasn't by me.
Yeah.
Let's just say, pops wanted to get me out of there. You know what I'm saying? It was wild.
Wow.
It's getting really real outside.
Right.
But his career too. Let's just say I'm not gonna get into none of that. But
Yeah. Yeah.
took him out here, to Miami. So that's how I ended up in Miami.
So that's how it happened. From that,
That's how I.
that's how the transfer went down. All right. Well, cool. That's cool. That's cool. But what was the exact moment you realized your music was shifting from a hobby into a legitimate career?
Ooh, that's a nice question. You know why? It just all right. So so okay. LaBronx James is a solo artist that occurred. I'm gonna say about a little over 3 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I have a history though in the music before 3 4 years ago,
Okay.
and that goes back to the '90s.
Okay.
So
The boom bap era. That era.
yeah, the way it goes is that I started just freestyling with my guys. Shout out to Luna Empire, Pito Luna, Ariel Luna,
Okay.
Lee Luna. That's my Dominican family out here in
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah. That's cool.
Now,
Yeah.
those guys that I just mentioned is funny though. They all like me. They came from the Bronx.
Okay. Yeah.
What I'm saying? They all came from the Bronx too. But then that ends up being like my family.
Yeah.
Because I came here solo. I didn't come here with anybody. Like,
You just came by
as
yourself.
far as, yeah, I mean, no mother, no brothers, no sisters, no uncles, no nothing. Like,
Wow.
so that's my family. You know what I'm saying? So, we start freestyling. And then from there, my boy Peter was a natural with it. We thought he was writing and he was so good off the
Yo.
top that he's the
Yeah.
one that started taking it seriously. And we built the crew around, Peter and Ariel, Luna Empire.
Okay.
And most of them were like blood cousins. I was one of the members that wasn't blood related. And it started as freestyle. And then we started recording. I actually started producing beats.
Wow.
Now, this, but the producing and all of that still that wasn't even I can't remember the years like that, man, but let's just say like I pulled up an old Pro 2 session the other day and it said like 23 years ago was when I made boom this record. So that's so now we going back like 23, 25 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I abandoned the music, I quit everything. I was trying to do the school thing. It didn't work out, meaning
What you,
I went
what
back
you
to school. I
mean?
wanted to be
Okay. Okay.
I wanted to be a firefighter.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that I kept getting injured, man. So it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
All right. So that's when I abandoned the music to do the school thing.
Yeah.
And then what happens is in the process of all of this, I start selling polo. So I become a reseller. I'm not that big. I'm not big at all yet. And then after a few years of selling polo, I said, damn, you know what? I felt like I wanted to give the people a record of how I'm living right now, what I'm doing as a reseller. I wanted to do like a polo record. So now I'm already in LoLife Miami Family. Thurston Howell III brings me in.
Yeah.
And then you tell me who else better in this culture. I say, yo, Thirst, man, can we do this record? He said, yeah. And we did the record, The Plug. So we did the record and we shot the video. You know what I'm saying? So that at that moment, when I was, I wanted to come back to the music, but not really, let's say as a MC, as a rapper.
Yeah.
What I really wanted to do was I just simply wanted to turn on this MPC, start chopping up samples, make some beats again and like put it in the background showing the clothing.
Okay.
But after I did that joint with Thurston, I just kept writing. So I haven't even touched the MPC or attempted to make a beat. And I got about 50 records right now.
Wow.
Not all of them are out yet. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I just started writing. So, you could say 3-4 years ago, once I set it off with the plug record with Thurston,
Yeah.
then that's how it really started as LaBronx James, independent solo artist. That's where it begins right there.
So right from that, with you and Thurston Howell, you started writing continuously, and it was on from there.
Yeah, I mean, I just started writing, and I'm gonna front, man. Like, I got lucky, man, with I've landed some features and records, and people that say, "Oh, that's not luck. It's because you've been working." Yeah, that is true. I have been grinding,
Yeah.
but like these dudes, I got legends showing me love, and I got joints out right now, and joints that are about to drop, and I've been getting a lot of love from like some big people,
Okay.
artists, legendary artists. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm like, okay, God, what, like, am I supposed to be ramping now at this age and this year? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Yeah.
You tell me what am I supposed to do when I say I get lucky and I land the joint with KRS-One?
Yeah. We gonna talk
And
about. We're gonna talk about that.
like then I was like, you feel me?
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna talk
Like,
about. Because I don't want you to what they say, put the cart before the horse, or put the horse before
all
the.
right,
Yeah, so we go. I'm gonna definitely talk about that, man. At KRS-One track, but yeah,
all
so
right.
that's how it happened, man. And you never stopped rapping since, but you still
Yeah,
got
nah, I haven't, and I got some nice records about to drop. And I still feel like I'm not going hard enough. Like
yeah,
I feel I need to really turn up
turn up.
and like really challenge myself right now. I don't really write like that, man. I just think about things and then I might come up with a few lines, and if it sounds good or it makes sense, then I might jot it down that way I don't forget it. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to start, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm doing homework every day at 3 p.m., like I'm gonna have to like start doing that, you know what I'm saying?
that's dope, man. How you kept going and going, man. That's just dope. And now y'all have a
Yeah.
whole, is this a bunch? We're talking about 1,000 people, man, or more. No, I'm sorry, more than 1,000 people. LoLife. It's a worldwide situation.
Yeah, nah, it's out of hand. It's a growing movement. Yeah.
Well, what is the biggest piece of misinformation you discovered about the music industry once you actually got your foot in the door?
The biggest piece of, say it
Yeah,
again?
yeah. What is the biggest piece of misinformation you discovered about the music industry once you got your foot in the door?
Misinformation.
Yeah,
Oh,
it could be anything. It could be that you thought that streaming was big, but you ain't getting no money from it. You thought, just anything from the industry. Once you got your foot in the door, what some things have you noticed that just wasn't right?
all right. Well, let me say like this, right? Because you're gonna make me talk now. You're gonna make me say some things, right? So I'm gonna try to be cool about it though.
Okay.
But what I never pursued this before, like, like I'm doing as an independent artist, right?
Yeah,
Solo artist. So, you know, I was actually a little bit surprised
yeah,
when, as I feel like I'm making progress and dropping certain records, certain features, and there's some people that I feel like just became more distant than anything
wow,
else.
wow,
So that right there was like, okay, what's going on here? Because now I got people like you
yeah,
reaching out to me from Philly. Yo, LaBronx, I like your music.
that's right, that's right,
And let's get this interview in. Dope.
that's right.
You know how they say, all the strangers are the ones that support you.
Support. That's right.
People you don't know. So it's like I'm like, all right, no problem, no doubt. I see what's going on here,
Yeah,
and this is just how it's gonna be.
that's right.
And that's fine. You feel me?
Hmm.
But, you know, that really to me, stands out a lot more than a lot of other things.
That's right.
I'm gonna say another thing. Like, let's say like now when you got 100 mutual friends,
Hmm.
but then they not, and I don't get me wrong, whoever's watching this, I don't care about this.
Yeah,
You don't have to share none of my shit. I don't care. I really don't.
it's the
You don't
principle.
you don't gotta repost it.
That's
You
right.
don't have to hit the like button. I don't care about any of that, right?
Right.
But when I see that we have the same mutual friends and we do go back 10 years ago, 15, 20 to the 90s, but it seems like you're rooting
Well,
for our other mutual friends and showing them love,
that's right.
but then it's like you acting like you don't see LaBronx and what
Right.
LaBronx is doing.
Right.
That right there, that shit stands out like a sore thumb.
That's right.
Okay, social media reveals a lot. I don't care about the music industry. I really don't. I do what I do.
Mhm.
And like I said, on my journey, I've met some really great people. And I've met certain big people too, and DJs and all that. They do show me love. So,
Yeah.
see, that's another funny thing when it's like I got the bigger people showing me love, and the smaller people, I feel like nothing, ain't nothing going on. They have platforms too. They're not hollering at me though. So I find that very interesting.
Because
You know what I'm saying? So
they,
I was like not even gonna say anything about this, but like, you know what? Somebody's gonna interview me
that's right.
and they're gonna get me to talk about a little something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I said again, it's all good. And you
Mhm.
know what I do and what I'm gonna tell everybody out there to do? Just
Keep
go where
working.
the love is.
Keep working. Keep working.
Yeah,
Go where
and
the love
go
is.
and keep working and go where the love is. If the love ain't here, don't try to force it.
That's right.
If this group of people don't want you in their circle,
That's right.
look at it like God don't want you in their circle.
That's right.
God might be protecting you.
Mhm.
Don't try to force it. Like, and anyway, too, you might pass a lot of these people.
That's the thing I was trying to get to. It's more of a, if you stayed where you were, where you didn't have the whole low life thing, you wasn't rapping, you didn't have any merch. If you stay in a position where you below a lot of people, then they would start supporting, like hitting like or whatever the case may be. But because they see it driving you, it's like intimidation. Like it's a drive you have that the people you know and came up with, they don't want you to pass them. They just don't want that from you. They need you to be lower than
Look,
them.
I don't know. Honestly, listen, I don't know what it is, right? But what I can tell you
Yeah,
is that my guys that really rock with me,
they rock with you.
I share the light, I spread the love, and they know that. I've proven it. I've done certain things.
Right.
I have certain producers that when I couldn't get a beat from anybody,
Mm-hmm.
but then I have Bam Beats giving me bangers.
Yeah, bam.
Now,
Yeah,
guess what? Now, when you look at Bam Beats credits as a producer, there's some big names on there,
that's right.
and that's because he landed it because he gave me the beats. Now, every producer had the chance, they had a shot, but they didn't bring it. You know what I'm saying? They you know what I'm saying? So he was smart, but this is my guy from the 90s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
But he came through with the beat, so he's landed some nice features, you know what I'm saying, with me.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
So it's cool, man. I built my own empire actually. As far as like LeBronx James as an artist, like I have my own guys, like my own circle.
That's right.
I got like 3/4 producers, 2 DJs, a few engineers, sound engineers. So, and they're all on point, and they all make bangers, and so that's where it starts for me. That's my support system right there.
Yeah.
When it comes to the music, you know what I'm saying, and I feel like I'm just like in search now of a few more pieces to this puzzle. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And once I land the right next 2, 3, or 4 figures,
That's when it
then
gets
then
serious.
then it's gonna really be on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
That's right.
and it's nothing again that you could force. It just happening naturally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I feel like God has a lot to do with this. Like I feel like again my path that I'm on. He's placing these people in front of me.
Well, that's what he
You know?
does.
That
He controls your life. He controls our life. So that's what he does.
that's what I really feel.
Yeah.
That's how I really feel.
Wow. Well, keep working.
So
Mhm.
when these people that say, "Damn, yeah, y'all let me down," like they ain't no love for your boy. Like you can't put me on. You don't want to interview me. You don't want to put me on your podcast. You don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Give me the radio airwaves. I no problem because I'm getting that from other people that are bigger anyway.
That's right. And it's just going to get bigger and bigger. You're going to keep
It,
growing.
it actually it is because I got some bigger things in the making right now.
Yeah.
I got things already done that people don't know about, but I'm gonna be dropping things slowly,
Yeah.
little by little, and then the people will see later. You know what I'm saying?
The work never lies. The work always, as people see the work, they see it being done.
Yeah.
Yep. But
Well, you know what I'm saying? You could get robbed of a million things, in this lifetime and all that, but really, really, that work that you put in, that that right there, that really you can't really be robbed of that work that you put in. That's what I believe.
that's right. That's
So
right.
if you keep working and working and working, the good results they're gonna come.
That's right. They're going to show
They're
up.
coming. They're coming. Just
Right.
you got to keep working though. You just can't and don't be that guy either. Like I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. I really don't care, but don't be that guy that's gonna complain and point the finger at everybody else and say it's their fault
Yeah.
when it comes down to you.
That's right.
You got to
Right.
keep working, man, and nobody got to do anything for you.
That's right.
I when it come
At
down to
all.
it, yeah. I just want to make sure I'm clear when I say though. That's why I say I don't care if you don't hit the like button. I don't care about that. I don't care if you don't do anything for me.
That's
What
right.
I want to be clear about is when I'm saying that when you have 100 mutual friends, but then they throwing love over here, but not to me.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
And like I said, if it's like that, I see what it is, and that's what it is. I know what it is. That's fine.
Keep it moving.
But just to answer your the original question that you asked me,
Yeah.
because you said about the industry.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the industry, but more or less that's what's going on in my life,
Yeah. It is.
and my experience in this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Just that's
Yeah.
what it is. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why I said once you stepped your foot in the door, things started
Right.
happening to you that just wasn't right no more. You know. So
Um, I I got a different game plan. You know what I'm saying? I got a different strategy. I don't know. I sometimes I think I talk too much, and I should just. It'll be a whack interview though if I stay like this for every question though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But right, but you know what I'm saying? Like
there's
I'm
ways you can
different.
say things. Yeah, you can say things in a respectful way. You can.
I'm not just what I mean is I'm not just a rapper though.
That's right.
I'm a reseller slash rapper.
Entrepreneur, businessman.
And I don't think a lot of these guys understand really what that means. And when I say it like that, like,
Yeah.
this reseller business has taken me far worldwide. And what do you think happens after selling polo and vintage and grail pieces for 13 solid years? What do you think happens now when I come out with these records?
That's right.
I got a lot of my buyers that turned into friends
That's going to
and
buy you. That's right.
support my music now.
That's right. That's right. And that's exactly how it's going to go. They're going to be support, big supporters.
And they
Right.
are. And they are. They are.
But well, keep going, brother. We got to talk about the Iron Horse. The
Let's
Iron
go.
Horse, you teamed up with the legendary KRS-One to
Hell
pay
yeah.
homage to the iconic 6 train connected the Bronx and Manhattan. How did it feel to exchange bars with the teacher on what has quickly become a modern New York anthem?
Yeah, man. That was see the thing with KRS-One, oof, he's my favorite artist.
Mine too,
He's
bro.
my favorite MC. Fresh out the gate. I was in living in the Bronx when BDP came on the scene.
Yeah,
I first shook KRS' hand. I was like, man, I think I was in the 8th grade coming
man.
out of Castle Hill 127, walking through my neighborhood, Parkchester, and he pulled up and jumped out of a limousine with BDP. They were going to D Nice building. D Nice lived 3 entrances down from me, same block, like same building structure.
Yeah,
3 entrances down from me. They were going to D Nice apartment in Parkchester. He gets out the limo after school. The whole block saw him and erupted.
wow.
He's smiling. He's like 10 feet tall, turns around, giving daps to everybody, turned to me, gave me a palm. Wow. That was amazing.
Wow,
I still
wow.
remember like it was yesterday. Real talk, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, just like, Chris, me and Chris, man, we've been good friends for a very, very, very long
Long
time.
time.
So,
Yeah,
yeah, when he first gave me that palm, I didn't know him, like, or, oh, we've been friends since then. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I met him 1,000 years later off the strength of, again, Pito Luna Empire. He's the one that took me to meet KRS-One in person at South Beach.
Oh,
And we
okay.
started making moves and doing a little touring. And shout out to Ariel Luna, because Ariel's the one that actually really broke the ice. He met KRS-One in New York City. Yo, I got beats, and got invited to the studio
Yeah,
and took his cousin Pito with him and laid down a classic. This is what makes me mad, man. When people want to talk that nonsense, oh, KRS hasn't done nothing since whatever year they're saying. You're not following this man. You don't know his catalog. Like, how bad do you want it? Featuring Pito Luna. Like, that song is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Produced by Ariel, who was
yeah,
going by Gato Luna at the time. So shout out to my Luna Empire brothers again. You know what I'm saying? Because then that's how I really met KRS-One. And just to work with my favorite, like, I'm good now.
that's right. That's
You
right.
feel me? It's like
You
I
already said.
appreciate everybody that I work with. I love all my guys, all the artists that show love to me. I love all my peoples.
Yeah,
But me being able to work with KRS and and
that's
uh,
a different
and I
level.
yeah, and I took him back to the BX with that one. See, that train station, Morrison Soundview, I grew up on that block because that's not where I lived. But the reason I say I grew up on that block, I was raised on that block. My father owned a hardware store on that block in the 80s, going into the early 90s.
Okay.
Okay. My father and one of my older cousins, rest in peace, David, they owned that hardware store. And man, I seen it all, man. That's the Soundview area. I played baseball for Stratford Avenue, for Stratford Cleaners. Everybody in the BX, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Morrison. I played Pee Wee League baseball. one block over. The other way is you go on the Bronx River Projects. That's home base of Almighty Zulu Nation. I have family, from Bronx River. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that area right there. I spent the whole day there. I spent a lot of time there. So I wanted the Iron Horse. Like, so I told KRS, yo, he even says like, well, we can shoot this video, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to jump on the train. I said, yeah, yo, Chris, can we go to Morrison Soundview, the 6? And he was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. So that's it. Lined
It
everything
was
up.
on.
He met me
Wow.
over there. It's like a dream come true, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many MCs or people out there can say they got to work with their favorite, and it just
Legend.
doesn't have to be. We're not talking about this is rap, this is hip hop, but
Yeah.
in anything, in sports and anything, how many people really get to work with their favorite in
Right.
that sport or that craft? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that record, that shit means everything to me. The video means everything to me. And it had to be there, man. It had to be done there. I didn't want to do it anywhere else. It had to
Yeah.
be right there. It had to be. That's where my heart is at with it. So it had to be done there. I got it done, and that lives forever.
Now, the question I want to know, because the teacher, KRS One is a legend. I mean, a legend in the game. Was and you don't have to, you can say skip if you want, but was this like a buddy exchange, or like you had to pay the teacher to come on to your
Oh, it's
set?
funny that you asked me that. Okay, so all right, check this out. Check this out. This is how it goes down.
Mhm.
Oof, I'm in New York City. Okay, I was in New York City on this trip for like, let's say, 8 months.
Okay.
So,
Oh, so
but you know what I'm
you
saying?
stayed in New York for 8 months.
Well, yeah, when before we did the record,
Yeah.
I go back and forth, right?
Okay.
But on this one trip to New York, I was there for 8 months. Like it's like I was living there again, right?
Okay.
So, so out of nowhere, I think one of my guys said, "Yo, KRS gonna be at Radio Music City Hall performing." So if I'm in a city
Okay.
and KRS is performing, I'm there.
That's right.
And it could be 100 different rappers performing the same day. Okay, this dude's performing in Brooklyn. This dude is in Queens.
Yeah.
These guys are Manhattan. It's very easy. KRS is here. Okay, that's where I'm going.
You going with Chris?
I'm going where Chris is at, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Radio Music City Hall, though, they had a dope concert, man. They had, man, who was there? MOP,
Wow.
Deluxe,
Wow.
Lumi D showed up with Tony Sunshine,
Wow.
Rakim,
Wow. Okay.
TKA. They have freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, you know what? I wasn't. I was going through some shit. I was down. I was really down,
Yeah.
and I wasn't feeling anything. And I'm sitting in the apartment, and I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna go. That's how, like, I was just really down. And then
Yeah.
I said, man, what's wrong with me? What's wrong, man? I haven't seen KRS in years.
That's
I
right.
said, man, fuck that. I threw on my what I threw. I threw on my rugby from the rugby line, the Indian head, the nice like red burgundy joint
Yeah.
from the rugby line, the Ralph Lauren camo shorts. I think I threw on the Timbs. I'm out. I bought a ticket. I paid like, I don't know, 110, 130 for that shit.
Okay.
Because I waited so long that the price like it was weird, like went up at the last
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Whatever. It didn't matter if it was $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So I paid the ticket online.
Yeah.
I make my way to Radio City Music Hall, jump on the train, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'm standing in front of Radio Music City Hall. I'm just like, observing the area.
Yeah.
And one of the security guards working comes up to me and is like, yo, LaBronx James.
Yeah.
So I turn Yeah, this is starting to happen a lot, very often now. So I
Yeah.
turn around and I already know, like, you know, what's gonna happen here. But I just like, yo, what's good? Where do I know you from? Yo,
Yeah.
nah, you don't know me, LaBronx, but yeah, man, I bought something from you before, some polo. I follow you on Instagram.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I'm like, oh shit, dope, man. So then, so he's like, yo, what are you doing out here? You trying to go up in here? And I already bought a ticket, but I'm like, yeah, yeah, why? What's up? You get me in there? And he's like, oh, I can't let you in, but I said, no, I just seen what you were saying, but yeah, I already bought my ticket.
Yeah.
But I said, look, what I'm really trying to do. I said, look, man, is KRS One in there yet? He's like, nah, he's not here yet. Or I said, okay, because look, I bought a ticket, but I don't want to go into the where the main population is,
Yeah.
because then if I see him on stage, I want to try to talk to him.
That's
I
right.
want to see him, and I haven't seen him in years. Yo, he was like, yo, the Bronx, go around the corner, or the artists are entering through the side. So I like, yo, bet that up. Bet that up.
Yeah.
I walk around the corner.
Mhm.
I see MOP go through there. I see Rakim. And then next thing you know,
KRS.
and his wife, G Simone, they coming up the block and they see me, and both of them, oh, oh, they're like jumping up, and then I
Yeah.
made a big scene.
Wow.
Everybody's looking,
like
and
like you the star. Like you the
well,
star.
they
Yeah.
hadn't seen me in a long time, so they were surprised.
Yeah.
So I dapped both of them up. Oh my God, yo, what's up? Yo, KRS, like, yo, Jay, who you out here with? I'm like, yo, I'm solo. I said, yo, Chris, can I go up in there with you? He's like, yo, come on. Went through the side door straight to the stage.
Wow.
Then on the side of the stage while Chris, tore it down like he usually does.
Yeah.
So now, when KRS done performing, and I know this man he moves at the speed of light.
Mhm.
So I'm like, yo, Chris, what's up? Like, what you gonna do from here? He was like, oh, you know me, Jay, I'm out of here. I said, yo, Chris, check this out, man. I've been working on my music again lately. And I told him, man, I said, what did I tell him?
Yeah.
I said, yo, Chris, can I make you an offer for a verse? All right. To answer your question now, right?
Yeah.
Yo, Chris, can I make you an offer for a verse? He looked at me and said, nah, Jay, it ain't no offer, Jay. You family, Jay. He was like, yo, Jay, it ain't no offer, Jay. Send the beat, Jay. It's already done.
Wow.
Then
Wow.
he
Wow.
just walked
Wow.
away.
Wow.
They just walked away, right?
Yeah.
So no, after that, then we went to, I guess we want to call it the Locks VIP room where they were, with Jada. Style Chic was there. Went up in there, said what's up to them. KRS went to show love before he bounced. I think it was Lisa,
Oh,
the
one of them. Yeah.
freestyle artist.
Yeah. Lisa.
What
Lisa.
I think it was her. Went to her room.
Lisa, and Kojam. All of them.
I think that's who it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. And then we went. So that's it. Went to bounce, and whatever he told me what to do, I followed the instructions. I sent him a record produced by I say yo Bam Beats. Okay, here we go. I need a joint now. I'm gonna do a joint with KRS. He gave me something blazing.
Wow.
You know, so it was so weird, right? Because I was already thinking about, I want to do a song called The Iron Horse, about the train. And then it just all came together like that naturally.
KRS.
Yeah, it just all came together. It all made sense. It all worked out the right way.
Yeah.
I started writing something, and then I caught a little vibe and had more direction where I wanted to go with it. So I finished the 16. So KRS said, send me the joint. I'm gonna drop that 16. So, I'll skip some things. So whatever, I get the record to him,
Yeah.
and I maybe hit him up like once or twice, like, yo, what's good, or this and that. And so I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave him alone now.
Yeah.
I really, felt that he was gonna do it. I want to say I knew he was gonna do it. I believed what he told me. So I just like, I didn't want to be that
Left it
guy to
alone.
keep on. Yeah, like, trying to reach out and, ask his, G Simone, ask his daughter. I didn't want to do all of that. So I
yeah.
left him alone.
Hmm.
And then one day again, I was having a rough day, man. And I'm back in Miami. I wasn't feeling it, bro. And I pulled up to my driveway and my phone went ding. And I look at it. Shout out to DJ Sun One, Rosewood KRS Temple of Hip Hop. He sent me the record with
Wow.
KRS verse.
First verse.
So I said, oh shit. And I played it in my truck in the driveway of my house.
Wow. Wow.
Right. So I played it. Now I'm expecting to hear 16, right? After my verse, he came in with the hook. He bodied the hook and then he gave me the verse.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, he put the hook on it too. So I was just like, I was just like, I was so down though, bro, with what's going on in my life.
Yeah.
I'm trying to enjoy this, and I'm like, oh my god, like what's going on?
That woke you
Like
up
I
though.
feel terrible.
Yeah.
I was at a low, bro. Like it was bad. And then it's like the KRS record is like,
Uplifting.
you get what I'm saying? So I'm like, God, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, God, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I had to listen to the record 1,000 times. I drove around for like 2 hours. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that
Wow.
he kept his word. He did it. That's the record. And then, after that, we added the train sounds to it and all that. And then I asked him, since we did the record, I'm like, yo,
Do a
Chris,
video.
I'm like, yo, is it possible? Can we do the video? Like, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he was like, yo, as a matter of fact, Jay, I'm in the city right now. He was like, if you can make it up here before the week is over. And I was like, can I make it?
Yeah, I'm up
So
there.
I think that was a Wednesday night that he told me, can I make it? Thursday, I booked my flight. I'm in New York on Friday, and Saturday, we shoot the video.
Who did you bring with you? Your camera guy?
Shout out to New Vegas Films. He shot the video. He's located in New York City.
Okay.
He's done a lot of my videos for me already. But again, to answer your question, hey, on some real shit, KRS, he did not charge me anything at all for the record. He didn't charge me for the video. I didn't even have to. I wanted to. I was gonna make him an offer, and I didn't even have to. He just shut that down. He was like, "Nah, man." He was like, "Ain't no offer, bro. I got you." So he did it for me. He didn't tell me I owe him or this, and that. None of that. He just blessed me as what he did.
He came through for you, like he said.
Yeah, he did. He did it. And then people are asking me how I got the record done and this and that, but I'm like, really? I'm like, damn, that's the question that you really have to ask KRS-One.
Yeah.
Because it's not my decision. Like, I can't force him to do a record with me. So
Yeah.
I asked him the question myself.
That's right.
And New Vegas caught it all on video on the platform on the 6 line on Soundview Morrison. And I say, yo, Chris, why did you do the record with me? Why did you do the video? You didn't have to do none of that.
Yeah.
No, yes, I did. It's very interesting, that part. I didn't have to. And then he broke it down. Man, he said some shit, man.
Wow.
He said he's like, yeah, I can't answer everybody's call. But he said, when that real hip hop knocks on your door, you have an obligation to respond to that. And he said that me and Bam Beast came with that heat. And he said he felt like he had an obligation to respond. And that's it. And that's it. Like, he did it.
That's dope. That's dope. That's a dope story to tell, man. It is. I'm guessing I'm the first one that know this story, right? No, I'm just.
Nah, you know what? I've been interviewed a bunch of times. A lot of the questions are they're either similar or they're the same, but this is really what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man. That's
so
dope. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is not now. This has nothing at all to do with the polo at all. You feel me? As far as like me and my record with KRS,
Yeah.
but the polos it's played a major part of some other things. So
I'm quite
you
sure.
know what
I'm
I'm saying?
quite sure it did. Yeah. Wow. So
Yeah.
how has your style evolved from your very first mixtape to the project you are pushing right now?
I mean, I don't know, man. Other than going by what people tell me,
Yeah.
oh, I can hear the growth, or
Okay. Okay.
just there's been a few people that have pushed me in a good way. Which is gonna be first of all, it's gonna be Bam Beats. It's gonna be TV Tone. It's gonna be produced by Roan. Like the way they're pushing me is like, so let's say, all right, I record a record with TV Tone,
Mhm.
and I gave him my all and do a solo record, and right after that he throws on another beat, and I'm like, yo, hold up, bro. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still like, I haven't moved past this fucking record yet, and he's like,
Right.
yo. But I really feel like some of my guys, these guys, I really feel like they believe in me
That's right.
and they're pushing me
That's right.
in a good way. Like, yo, you got this, bro. You're dope. Like, come on, bro. Don't hold yourself back. Like, let's let that shit loose.
For greatness. That's right.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? They're pushing me like that as producers. Now check this out. So, like I said in the beginning, ain't nobody trying to hear me. Yo, I want to rap. I want to make a record. Blah blah blah. A lot of producers, they're not gonna work with you at all, or maybe they're not gonna give you their best beats. But I really feel like my guys are not holding back.
That's right.
I really feel like they're showing me their best. They want to give me their best. They want me to rock on their best beats. I really feel like they not, you know, oh, they got
Mhm.
a secret stash or like, nah, they want me to rock. You know what I'm saying? My dude Rome, man, he's like, yo, Jay, man, I don't want you to think, this and that, but he's like, my G, like you're dope. And he's like, you need to write more, bro. You need to step it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and
But
it's
you need
true
you,
though.
you need somebody to tell you the truth. You do.
Yeah. Like he's like, I want you to get mad at me or that type of shit. But I'm like, no, bro, we both men. Get it over your chest. What you gotta say. And it's nothing bad. It's just simply like, yo, Jay, man, you need to be writing 4 or 5 records a day. I'm like, God damn, yo.
That's right.
But
That's right.
I put so much into this polo, flip. You feel me? That this lane is a lot of work, yo. But I don't like to make excuses, so that's what I said. Now going forward, and part of me evolving, I know, I need to buckle down more and
Yeah.
put more effort now into this writing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to do that and bust out 500 records type shit. You know what I'm saying? And just bang, 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 drop them left and right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just keep doing it. Just keep dropping albums, man. Just get records, dropping records. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, can we go back to Mattress Money? Like
Okay.
this track leans heavily into
Hmm.
a gritty, independent entrepreneur mindset. What was the exact studio vibe? What was the exact studio vibe like with Bam Beats when you laid down verses? When you laid down the verses?
Okay. Well, first of all, you know what? That beat, I snatched up that joint from Bam Beat like 25 years ago.
Oh, so it was that old?
I heard the beat. He was gonna trash it.
Oh
And I'm like,
wow.
no. Hold on. What you talking about? That shit is crazy. I love the beat. I said, let me get it. So he let me have the beat. I wrote the first verse to that record, I swear to you, like 25 years ago,
Wow.
and came up with the idea of the Puerto Rico, oh, to put it on the hook.
Yeah.
We never completed it. I lost the record. But then I think what happened was I lost like 25, probably 30 records that I was on, bro. They somehow mysteriously
Yeah.
disappeared. I don't know
Disappeared.
where they went,
Yeah.
but we found that one. So then I listen to the verse again, and then I feel like I enhanced the verse and I fixed it up better. Right? So I changed some things, I fixed it up better to have a solid 16. Then we put the hook on it. And then I mustered up a second verse, and then I laid the second verse, and now I got a solo.
Okay.
Right. So that's how I did that record, right? Now, you know, so Mattress Money, because I can't even think straight right now. I don't remember my own lyrics in it right now. But, you know, you said recording session, but, you know, we took that shit to the Bronx, Yankee Stadium. So my vision for that now was the drone shots, the Ralph Lauren Yankees jackets with a matching hoodie. You saw the video.
Yeah.
I saw Bam Beast produced it. Bam Beast the one, the Ralph Lauren Yankees jacket. TV Tone has one. I put TV Tone in the video. Rest in peace to my guy. Damn, he was in the video with us. He barely came out, but you know, he's one of the dudes in the culture. And you know what? I wasn't ready for these questions and prepared. So I'm trying to remember. Shame on me. Wise Low. Rest in peace to my brother Wise Low. You know, he used to come out to all the support, all the polo events, participate in everything. And he passed away, but he showed up to my video, so he's in it. You know what I'm saying? And he wore the green Ralph Lauren Yankees jacket. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a dope vibe because you know I had some of my real friends, my real guys up in there. Shout out to Donald Sevens. He was in the video. Who else was in that video? Shit.
It was a lot
So,
of
uh
it was a lot of people in the video.
no, there wasn't really that many.
Well.
Me,
It was a few.
yeah, me, Bam Beast, TV Tone, Donald Sevens, Wise Low. Oh, DB Cutlass.
Okay.
DB Cutlass was in the video. Another dope MC that's gonna kill shit.
Yeah.
Remember I told y'all. Right? So the video is dope, shot by New Vegas Films. Cinematic pulled up, took the ill flicks, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that just again, you know, we in the Bronx, we at Yankee Stadium, all the advertisements were everywhere. So if you look at even the turnstile, it says Ralph Lauren on the turnstile.
Everywhere.
I think it was Aaron Judge maybe or A Rod. I get them confused, but they were on the big whatever on the walls everywhere. You look with the baseball bat, Ralph Lauren everywhere. So I didn't even plan it like that. I didn't know all that stuff was gonna be out there, but
Happened that way, right?
yeah. So that's one of my favorite videos, man. Just you know what happened? There was a Yankee game being played that day.
Yeah.
So to get there, it turned into a mission because there was traffic everywhere. So we had to park a little distance away, and then walk, get on the train. But it was meant to be like you see the scene in the video where the cop cars and the lights are on.
Yeah.
You would think that's an actual movie set. Like we didn't plan any of that. Those cop cars were there with the lights on. We were like, yo, look, this is a scene right here. So yeah,
That's great.
that was the way that all came together. That was dope.
That's
dope.
banging. Yeah, that's banging. You got some great stories, man. Well, I definitely want to get into the low. Like this song is a massive celebration of your lifestyle. Can you talk about the visual direction of the video and what it means to represent the LoLife Miami family globally?
What video?
The Low. You remember making something called The Low? DA.
For the low?
The Low.
For the low? Yeah,
Yeah.
For the low, the one I just dropped.
For the Low. For the Low.
Yeah, that's the latest video I just dropped. That's with that's featuring TV Tone. That's also produced by TV Tone.
Yeah, it is. It's For the Low. I'm looking right. I kept saying The Low. Yeah, For the Low.
Right.
This song, is a massive celebration of your lifestyle. Can you talk about the visual direction of the video and what it means to represent the LoLife Miami family globally?
Well, you know what? First of all, Shout out to Thurston Howell III again, because he gave me the stage at Bori. Bori by nature, Bori is short for Boricua, right? Puerto Ricans. So that was thrown by Danny Castro and hosted by Thurston Howell and Nems. So when I was on that long trip in New York, I extended the trip. See, this is how this is bugged out, right?
Yeah.
This is my journey, right? So I was gonna come back to Miami, but Thurston was like, "Yo, you want to perform?"
Mhm.
I said, "When is it?" I don't even remember the month that was. August. I don't remember what it was. I really don't. But September, October. I don't. So I said, yeah, yeah, no doubt. So Thurston gave me the stage. He made that happen for me. So now, when I get off of the stage, TV Tone, he comes up to me and he was like, "Yo, LaBronx, you bodied that shit. I didn't even know you rapped." He's
Wow.
like, "I know you sell polo. I didn't know you rap." He's like, "Yo, you bodied it. Like, this is what TV Tone told me." He's like, "Yo, you did my favorite set so far of the night." I brought
Wow.
DV Alias Christ out. I had the cheat code. DV Alias Christ is a legend from Brownsville.
Yeah.
My brother, DV Alias Christ, he's the official double L. So I brought him out on stage with me. And so, yeah, when I get off the stage, TV Tone was like, "Yo," he liked the set. And then he told me, he's like, "Yo, LaBronx, man." He's like, "Man, can we exchange math, man? I work on music too." So he
Yeah.
came up to me, mad humble, mad cool.
Mhm.
So I'm like, "All right, no doubt. So I gave him my math. He gave me his. He's like, "Yo, I want to show you a record." I said, "Okay, no doubt. Send it to me. Let me hear it."
Yeah.
He sent me that record just like that. He did everything on it. He produced the beat. He's a DJ, so he threw the cuts on the hook.
Yeah.
He laid his verse, and if you hear in the background, la 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 lo, that's him harmonizing on that. So I felt like, damn, he gave me a masterpiece
Yeah.
and left me with 16 bars.
Wow. Wow.
I told him, "Yo, TV Tone, man." I said, "Man, I love this record. This is crazy. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I don't even know if I could write a verse to this." I said, "Let me try." This is what I told him. You could ask him. I said, "Look, let me try, but don't expect anything right away. Maybe even months. I'm not gonna guarantee you anything. Yo, LeBron, take your time." Yo, bro, I just started thinking. I'm like Superman with or without a cape, flying through
Yeah.
the highways, the outer space. That's the first thing I thought
Yeah.
of. I started writing, bro. I finished the verse within like a 24-hour period.
Wow.
I'm like, I don't know myself. I called him, "Yo, I got the verse ready." He's like, "Nigga, I thought you needed time." He's like, "What the fuck?" And he want to hear it, and I spit it for him on the phone. He's like, "Nigga, you bodied that shit."
Yeah.
And so we recorded it. You know, we recorded that. I like to move fast when I'm there with it. So before I headed back to Miami, "Hey, yo, Vegas, I just recorded a record with TV Tone. Let's get this video in, bro." Okay, here's what I have available, LeBron. So we scheduled it. I knocked out the video. I recorded that joint. Damn, I don't even remember. I don't know if it wasn't because I record a lot in Time is Money in New York. That's Terminology Studio.
Hmm.
Shout out to Terminology. And so I don't know if I recorded that verse in TV Tone's studio, or I can't even remember, or in Time is Money. I don't know. It might have been Time is Money. Mix and mastered on the spot. Yo, Vegas, boom, shot the video.
Zone right there.
So that to me was more like, I felt like a fun record.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a cool record. Like, it's not gangster, it's not dark, it's not
Yeah.
hardcore. I would like to do 100 more records like that. You know what I'm saying?
But
But
it was a fun record. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, yeah, and I'm satisfied. I love the record. I like how it came out.
Mhm.
In the video, we took it to Bushwick, to where the Bushwick Collective is at, and since Raekwon's mural, see, it's not there anymore because they're always changing it. But Raekwon was there. Shout out to my guy Hugh Tech. He's the artist that did that. That shit came out crazy.
Bang.
So, you know what happened? I didn't have my Snow Beach jacket. You see what I got in the background? You see how many I got there?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I have 4 yellow joints, 2 black and white. I didn't have not one Snow Beach at that moment. So not that one, not the pullover. I had the
Yeah.
rugby.
Yeah. The rugby.
I had the rugby, so I wore the rugby in front of Raekwon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you want to get past the For the Low record. Oh well, this is crazy though. I've already told this story, but I could give it to you too. But
Yeah.
the reason I didn't have that Snow Beach pullover, you know why I didn't have it anymore? My last one,
You gave it to Ray?
I gave that shit to Bum B for a verse.
Oh wow.
And I'm
Wow.
sitting on a record with Bum B that's gonna drop very soon.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
It's Bum B and Terminology, produced by Bam Beats.
That's gonna be banging.
So Bun B, I met him at Static's bar. Just to cut a long story short, he was after a piece. Were you after the Snow Beach jacket?
Yeah.
Well, months later, I saw him again at Static's bar. I said, "Yo, Bun, I got the extra large, man." I said, "I don't got. How about instead of me charging you, how about you give me a verse and I just give it to you?" And he looked up at me and smiled. He said, "I give you a verse for the Snow Beach." I couldn't believe that terminology. Term was there, right, with us. First of all, I couldn't believe that he said yes. Now you got to understand the timing of all of this.
Yeah.
This is really bugged out. But for me to give you this good story, there's other rappers and legends that, yo, this 8-month trip to New York was insane.
That's right.
I was
Right.
I was down, bro. I was so down. But then I landed all these features, and most of them are not charging me either. Like I gave Bun the jacket, but I landed other records where these legends just they did it for free.
That's right. On the strength.
So Term was like, "Yo, Twin, man, I'm so proud of you, Twin." He's like, "You just got yourself a record with KRS-One and Bun B like that."
That's right.
He's like, "Yo, Twin, you doing great. Keep going." That's Term, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. That's
So,
good.
so, and the thing is, it was just like it was weird, man. It's like then I'm chilling in front of Static's bar, ding, yo, Term. This dude did the verse for me, another artist. He's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? He's like, bro, you killing it.
That's right. They
You know, so,
man, you getting blessed. Yeah.
yeah, so it was just, New York, man. I was making it happen on that trip. But
Wow.
so back to the For the Low video though. Uh, you know, I don't know, man. I guess yeah, like that's like a record for the culture, I guess. Like as far as like, yeah, we going hard for the
Yeah.
slow shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's right.
So yeah, I love the record,
Low.
For the Low. Yeah, man.
That's hot. You doing great things, man. But I just want to really thank you, man, for coming on to the show. But I have one last question for you. But like I said, LaBronx, the MC, LaBronx James, if your music was the only artifact left behind for future generations to understand who you were, what story would it tell? Let me say it again. I'm gonna say it again.
Yeah.
If your music was the only artifact left behind for future generations to understand who you were, what story would it tell?
What story would my music tell?
Yep. What story would it tell?
Well, my other records, they have to drop too. And you're going to get maybe, I would say, more than one story because you got the Polo James, let's say, but then you got, how can I say it? Like, not Polo, real life experiences, street shit,
Yeah.
different shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I still like think like the best is yet to come though, man. I think I'm just
Okay.
getting my feet wet.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have some good records that are gonna drop,
Yeah.
but I think people are gonna catch on later on. You know, when that Instagram following keeps going up,
Keep going up.
when them
That's right.
YouTube subscribers keep going up, they're gonna have to see me because they love the low so much.
That's right. That's right.
So they're gonna hear me and they're gonna see me even if they don't want to. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. You're gonna make them see. That's right.
Yeah, they're gonna see me. So I think it's gonna get better and better. I have better records coming out. I have some good shit coming out.
Wow.
I'm just gonna keep working. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Let me get this off though to whoever, sees this. Make sure you follow me on Instagram
That was my next
at
question.
LaBronx, LABRONX
That's right.
underscore James. You can find the same name on TikTok, on
Yeah.
Facebook, on all of that. But on the Instagram, make sure you put the underscore, and you're gonna see thousands and thousands and thousands of polo pieces that I sell, and I ship all over the world.
Wow.
I've shipped all over the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never like that's what I love about this. Like back in the '90s, this wouldn't be possible.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We got the tools now. And again, going back to what I said before, this is why I don't care if you guys don't like my shit and you don't support it or you don't share it. We didn't have this shit in the '90s for you to even do that
That's right.
anyway.
That's right. We did.
And I'm from that era. I'm from '80s. I'm from like, so I don't care about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But I'm getting paid anyway every time you look at my shit because I'm monetizing.
That's right. Monetizing.
You
That
know,
paper, that money is coming
I'm
regardless.
monetizing. So when the
Wow.
people leave stupid comments and they try to attack me for whatever the dumbass reason is, I don't block them. I want them to keep watching and hating. But what
Right.
I do is I don't block you. I restrict your dumbass comments. So I delete your hateful comment and then I restrict you. So now when you try to put that bullshit on my page, you can't. But Instagram is gonna let me know you're trying to post it, and then I have the option to approve it or not. But I don't want to block none of y'all. Keep paying.
LaBronx James,
I'm
hip
laughing
hop
my way to the
artist.
bank, yo.
That's right. Hip hop artist, man. I want to thank you so much for coming on to A Vision Entertainment. I thank you, man.
Yo, this is the plug, LaBronx James. You're watching A Vision Entertainment. You see what it is. Shout out to my guy, Thurston Howell III.
Right.
Thank you, Thurston, for bringing me in. It's double L's. You know what I'm saying? LoLife.